So here we are at the end of day 2 for the Accounting and Business Expo. We're having a chat to Daniel from Unleashed. And of course, Unleashed is one of the major sponsors of the expo. Welcome to the booth, Daniel.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
So we were talking as we were chatting before about why it's great to be a big sponsor. What sort of a presence, or what do you get out of having such a major presence here at an expo like this?
Yes, obviously people get to know who we are and what we do. So we've been talking to a lot of accountants, bookkeepers, as well as some end users. So it's been quite good for us.
And how do you continue that conversation once they've come to the booth?
Yes, obviously we can only talk to them briefly at the booth, so it's just to get an idea of what they need, and then we've taken down some notes and we'll get back to them when we get back to the office.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of different tactics around here. There's lollies, there's ways of dragging people over to the store, there's little goodies that you can give away, but I think that relationship building is a major part of having a stand at these sort of expos.
Correct, it is, definitely. We did all that kind of stuff as well, but yeah, the education piece is what really excites me. So, not everyone's going to fit what we do, so there's other solutions out there that actually can help them, so we're happy to let them know.
Well, that's very generous of you. Yes, because you guys have been in the market for a number of years. You're one of the real mainstays in the app marketplace. How long have you been in Australia?
So we've been around for 10 years this year, so we're one of the earliest integrations into Xero, so we've been around quite a while.
You're one of the mainstays, one of the ones that the little guys can learn from.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And we've obviously built up a good brand because of that, so people know who we are, even though they might have not seen us around for a couple of years. They still know who Unleashed is, and they've got an idea of what we do.
So let's talk about the presentation that you did. You were mentioning in the break that you were talking about implementation of, say, Amazon versus the whole marketplace thing. Can you take me through what you talked about in your presentation?
Yeah, so we talked about the multi-channel selling, so that's a big thing at the moment. So people don't just sell through one channel anymore, they just have a store, or they don't just have a website. Maybe they sell on Amazon now, or maybe they sell wholesale. So they want to have a B2B portal, so rather than do things manually like phone calls or emails, they can automate all of that. So that was a big part of that, but if you do have all those different channels, you need to manage obviously those channels, but also the stock. So you need to know where your stock is and how much you got and how much it costs and if you're making enough money on that. So other than that, we also talked about educating accountants around determining if your client needs an inventory management system.
Because I suppose when you first initially have that discussion with them as an accountant or a bookkeeper, you need to ask all the right questions so that you can answer them with the right software requirements that they need. And Unleashed is a kind of a given of what you need in your arsenal if you're talking about inventory. I mean, something that's been around 10 years, it's kind of a gimme. Definitely. Well, that's from your perspective, definitely.
Yeah, I'm a bit biased there, but no, we've got a great product, and we're growing pretty rapidly here, so it's good.
And aside from the educational aspect and making some good client contacts, have you also enjoyed interacting with the other stands and making some good networking connections there?
Yeah, definitely. Spoken to quite a few other guys here, and some of them are looking at working together, so getting more into the reporting and forecasting, which is really cool. And it was good to catch up with everyone last night and have a few drinks as well. So
all the benefits. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at the Small Biz Matters stand, Daniel from Unleashed Software. Make sure you check them out online. When the company's been around in software world for 10 years, then it certainly has a major presence, and there's a reason for that, I assume.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for joining us at the stand, Daniel. We'll see you again soon.
Cool. Thank you very much. Have a great day.